Around the same time that Meta informed its staff that they're firing about 8,000 people, Microsoft sent their employees an internal memo. But they aren't laying off any more people. Instead, they're offering voluntary retirement to about 7% of their US workforce. This is the first time in the company's history that they've done anything like this. Earlier, when Microsoft needed to cut costs, it just laid people off. About 15,000 people were fired last summer alone. But this time, the offer is framed as a choice, not a pink slip. Eligible workers can leave on their own terms. But this privilege of what at least looks like a choice is only for their old guard. Microsoft's chief people officer Amy Coleman said in the memo that our hope is that this program gives those eligible the choice to take that next step on their own terms, with generous company support. The company is expected to send the offers on May 7th, and the employees will then have 30 days to make their decision. Essentially, Microsoft's oldest employees can choose to retire, a voluntary exit. The program is open to U.S. workers who are at the senior director level and below, and those whose years of employment and age add up to 70 or higher. About 7% of Microsoft's U.S. team, which is believed to have around 125,000 employees, is believed to be eligible for this buyout. This translates to roughly 8,750 employees. Even Google has previously offered such options, but that was on a smaller scale and not specific to age or experience. While these are not layoffs, Microsoft likely expects that not all of these 8,750 people will accept this offer. But Microsoft is no stranger to laying people off. In 2023, it laid off 10,000 employees, about 5% of its global workforce at the time, as the post-pandemic hiring hangover hit tech across the board. The following year brought another round targeting sales and Xbox divisions. Then last summer, more than 15,000 jobs were cut as Microsoft closed out its fiscal year. Then why buyouts instead of layoffs this time? The calculation for Microsoft this time appears to be reputational as much as financial. With a stock price already under pressure and a wave of high-profile executive departures throughout 2026, another blunt round of layoffs before the new fiscal year in July carried real optics risk. A voluntary program lets the company reduce headcount on friendlier terms. CFO Amy Hood is expected to address the financial details on Microsoft's earnings call next week, which will be the first real test of whether this is a meaningful offer or a polite nudge toward the door. And there are two main reasons why Microsoft decided to take this step. The first is of course cost. Senior-level workers get paid more. And this means that by cutting down on senior-level staff, Microsoft will save much more money in salaries and benefits than by laying off entry or mid-level workers. And second, the newer generation is often more open to new tech, and at a time when Microsoft is building and rolling out their own AI models and spending billions on it, they likely want a more agile team. But polite or not, this is another reminder of how AI is reshaping the workforce at an alarming pace, especially in the tech space. We'll keep tracking how this story unfolds. Thanks for watching.